Hey there and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. I have been feeling a little bit like doing more makeup related videos. So you can tell makeup is something I really enjoy, and I figured since I recently picked up this Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation, I would do a first impression. So I'm just gonna get into it, tell you how I feel about it, so let's just get right to it. Okay, so I know I look a little weird right now, but I figured the best way to show this was as I'm doing my makeup. So as I said, I'm going to be reviewing this Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation, which I've heard so many good things about. I'm using the color Shell Ivy, which looks like it could work. Also looks like it might be a little bit too dark for me, but there was like basically all the colors were basically sold out on the website. I'm gonna actually use the primer that's meant to go with this. I'm gonna use about that amount. Now, I've heard a few people say this smells like paint. It definitely has a very paint smell to it, so not fond of that. But for $5, if it does what everyone says it does, I will be completely content. So it comes with a little spatula. I'm undecided if I want to use that or not, but since I'm trying to use this the way they intended to, I might as well. Oh, actually, that looks like it's gonna be pretty close to my skin tone. Just gonna put a bit more on there. And I think I'm gonna test one side with a brush and one side with a beauty blender. So I'm gonna use the brush for this side. Actually, do I wanna use this brush? I'm gonna use this brush because it's my favorite, so. Okay, this is actually a little too dark for me. This is okay though, because we are getting into spring, and I'm just gonna lighten it up a bit with my concealer, so that's okay. It's not terribly dark. This feels like basically nothing on the skin, and I put a decent amount, but it's also blending out beautifully. So I'm gonna try and build this. Yeah, that is 100% buildable. I'm really liking the feeling of this on my face. It's incredibly light. It doesn't feel like I have anything on, and it looks like my skin, but better. And I like that about it. I actually really like how it looks blended out with this brush, but I'm still gonna see what it looks like blended out with the Beauty Blender. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh, I get 1,000 times more coverage using this Beauty Blender. I'm not losing as much product. I actually prefer how the Beauty Blender looks too in terms of the finish. This one's a bit streaky, so I'm probably gonna use the Beauty Blender anyway to kind of make it look less streaky, but it looks a lot more natural on this side. So I actually really do like the spatula on this. It makes applying the foundation to your face quite easy, and I like just applying it directly to my skin. I feel like I get a lot more coverage that way. So I have some pimples going on at the top. I'm gonna use the green corrector like I normally would. I kind of just want to see how that can hold up on its own for coverage. Damn. Wow, it completely got rid of that spot. Wow, I really like that. And you know what? The color isn't totally off for me either. I wish it was easier to show this, but I am really liking this. It is so smooth looking, extremely natural looking. It's a little bit more matte than I was hoping for. Okay, so now that that's done and construction noises have amplified in my house, I am just gonna finish off my makeup, come back, and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts on the PhotoFocus foundation. You know what? I actually really quite like this. To be honest, I'm very finicky with my foundations, but I've always loved Wet n Wild's and kind of assumed it would be really great. All in all, I'd probably give this a 9 out of 10 only because I haven't really been wearing it for long. I've been wearing it for probably about an hour at this point, and you know what? It's still holding up really well. I thought that the color wasn't gonna be a good match for me, but I actually think it looks pretty nice. Everyone says that this feels like you're not wearing anything on your skin, and I would completely and totally agree. It feels very nice and natural on my skin right now. I really love the finish of it. I will say this though, I wasn't a huge fan of how it looked with my brush, the oval brush, which honestly it's gone. I don't know where it is. My desk is a mess right now, but I really love how it looked with the Beauty Blender. I would even say the Beauty Blender blends it out so well that you probably only need one layer of foundation if you don't have really finicky skin. All in all, I really like it. The only major con I can think of is the scent of it. I'm not a huge fan of that. I've heard a few people say they don't like the spatula, but to be honest with you, I actually quite like that. It's very handy because I like applying my foundation directly to my skin, so that's a nice little feature that it has, and I will definitely be buying more of this. I just genuinely really like this product. If you go onto the Wet n Wild website, you can pick these up. Anyways, that's it for the review. If you want to see sort of like a Wet n Wild themed makeup tutorial, let me know because I also did pick up this Au Natural palette and I got a bunch of highlighters and stuff, so I would be really interested in kind of putting that together for you. Don't forget you can find new videos from me every Wednesday and every Sunday, and new blog posts every Tuesday and every Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Alright, so here is the box with everything I have inside. I already dug into one item, just haven't tried it on yet because I really wanted to just save that for this video. Okay, so the first dress that I already dug into, and oh my god, I'm honestly so pumped to wear this, is this really adorable summer dress.